That easy. Hello all, my name is Kyle, aka the Kyng-Pin parentheses of Spades, and I don't think I'm wrong in saying that Spider-Man No Way Home may be the biggest movie of the year. That being said, the two posters that came out have been, well, the biggest upset of the year. And I'll admit, I was pretty harsh on these posters when they first came out, on live radio nonetheless. Tune to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair on the iHeartRadio app or on WMSCradio.com. But that's not important. What the point I'm trying to make right now is up until now, I was all talk. But I think it's time that I prove to you, available on YouTube, SoundCloud, and Bandcamp, that I could do better. And before we start, I want to say I didn't make a new poster. I took an image of the official poster, the second one, and I tweaked it and made changes where I felt necessary. So let's get started. To begin, I wanted to highlight all the areas of the poster that needed to be fixed, and the end result looked like this. Yikes. So to tone it down a bit, I just highlighted the main areas that I would focus on above all else. The first thing I noticed when I saw the poster is that Doctor Strange is lit completely from the front, despite the giant blinding white light behind him. Additionally, I felt the title was too dark, and I noticed this thing where Spider-Man's mask just stopped having reflective properties halfway down. Once the outline was done, the first step I took was separating each of the main components into different layers so I can utilize layer mask and apply different effects to different parts of the poster. I separated the poster into 4 main sections: Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, the Dr. Octopus arms, and then everything else. I have nothing else to say about this part. It was really just to make it easier for me later on. So, yeah. Now, the first actual editing thing I wanted to focus on was Doctor Strange. Like I said before, he's completely unaffected by the giant eye-shaped spotlight behind him. Now, I'm not Willem Dafoe, so I've never worked in a lighthouse before, but I'm 98.7% certain that a light that bright would have some sort of effect on the person standing in front of it, Sorcerer Supreme or not. So I slapped an exposure adjustment onto my Doctor Strange layer and I made it slightly darker. I also then took a very pale blue to add the highlights around his face and cape that were backed by the white background. On the topic of background, I also added a color adjustment to that to tweak the colors just a little bit so they fit better with what I was going for this project. Moving on, we have the star of the show, Spider-Man. Yes, singular. I added a color balance layer to have him match the colors of the background a little more, and added the same highlights layer that I did to Strange for the white backed areas. Then I found some clouds and added them to the area of the mask that is apparently just made of a different material. Wait a minute. If Tom Holland is the only Spider-Man who got the Iron Spider suit in the movies, and iron is a metal, I think, let me double check that. Yes, it is, okay. Guess I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. Iron has reflective properties, so it would make sense that it would reflect the surrounding clouds around Tom. But both Tobey and Andrew's versions of Spider-Man made their own suits out of more fabric-like materials, meaning they would be rougher and have less reflective properties. If that's true, then this picture of Spider-Man in the poster is being shown to have a suit made of 2 completely different materials. But as we've seen in Infinity War and Endgame, that's not true. It's made of the whole same nanite iron material, whatever. So this poster was intentionally edited to blend the suits of the different Spider-Man without physically showing 2 of them. This means that Andrew Garfield's confirmed for No Way Home. I fixed the mask and also added glow and exposure to brighten up the eyes on the mask a little bit. I didn't do much that was different for the Doc Ock arms. I just repeated the same steps of highlights, color balance, and glow that I did for the other main parts of the poster. Although Doctor Strange should probably look a little to his left lest he gets mutilated by a giant robot tentacle. So between those 4 parts, those were the biggest changes I made to the poster. Other than that, I added a little magic to the lightning and a little lighting to the magic, tweaked some of the colors, and then added exposure to the title to make it stick out a little bit more. I also decided last minute to add some shadows to the Green Goblin all the way in the back. I don't blame you if you didn't see him. I completely missed him the first time I saw the poster as well. Then, as always, I added the camera raw filter to add a touch more pizzazz. I also copied it twice and edited them so one copy was predominantly yellow and the other was predominantly blue. Then I added a layer mask so they only affected the bottom and top of the posters respectively. And yeah, that's it. And now I present to you the unofficial poster for Spider-Man No Way Home. In theaters only December 17th and in IMAX. Buy your tickets now. I want to preface that I mean no disrespect to anybody who worked on this poster or this movie or anything surrounding this. I'm sure they're all very talented people. But what I will say is that this was a very fun project to take on, and I do like how it came out. With that being said, I'll MC you all in the next video. I'm going to take the next week or so to marvel at this poster. Oh, right. If you watch the video, make sure to hit the lizard button and be sure to Sandman. Bye.